Right, I'm in a rush, but hi guys, my name's Hayley, aka Mama C, and I'm losing weight again for the second time. So I was 14 stone, 5.5 pounds, and I want to get down to 10 stone. I've got 4 children, and I'm basically going to be logging my journey on my channel. So I'm in a bit of a rush this morning. I'm going to do a what I eat in a day for you, but I'm just part way through getting ready. Come on then, sweetheart. I've got a toddler, if you didn't already know. So I'm just getting ready now. I've got about 15 minutes until I need to leave the house. I haven't actually eaten yet. So I'm going to make some toast, and I'm going to use, see if I can get my bread today. Couldn't get it out the other day. I'm going to use one of these wholemeal medium sliced loaves. It's a 400-gram loaf, so it's one of the smaller ones. It's not very big. That's a full loaf. It's not been opened yet. And on top of that, I'm going to put some Skinny Food Co. strawberry jam. So this holds a sin value. It's not a lot. It's a 1 level tablespoon is half a sin. So I'm going to pop that onto my toast. I'm going to make that now, and then I've got to run out of the house because we've got our singing group, library group, yay! So we're going to go and do that. Oh, I need to remember the musical instruments. They don't share out musical instruments now because COVID. So I need to take those with me. So I'll pop those into the bag before I forget. Thanks for reminding me. And I will see you at lunchtime, yay! I am also going to take an apple out with me in the change bag so that if I do get peckish I can have that, because my toddler likes to have something from the Pound Bakery after he's been to singing group, so I generally tend to take him there. But obviously I just want to, I've got it in my head that I will not be having anything from there, so at least if I've got an apple, if I am feeling a little bit hungry, I've got like an option so that I'm not going to be tempted to buy something from there basically. So my toaster's just popped, and what I'm basically going to do, I've got my tablespoon, I'm going to dip it into my jam jar. I'm going to level it off with a knife, and then that's obviously a level tablespoon, just so that I know I'm protecting my weight loss. That I am doing Slimming World, if you don't already know, but if you are calorie counting rather than doing Slimming World, it's 7 calories per serving, and 1 serving, I've covered it up with my little sticker. Oh, 1 serving is 20 grams, so you could measure that out if you wanted to see what it's equivalent to, so that you can make it look in a quick and easy way. I stick labels on the back of everything with the sin values on, just because then I know exactly what they are. So right, I'm in a mega rush, like I've got to leave in 7 minutes. Ah! Right, it's lunchtime. We've come back from a walk, and I've videoed this about 3 times. It's just not happening how I want it to happen. So we'll try again. Right, I've decided what I want to have for lunch, and I hadn't decided, so now I've decided. I bought this Pyrex dish when I was in town. I wasn't planning on buying it, but I was in Wilko's and they were reduced. I think it was £3.20, so it wasn't reduced by a lot, but it was reduced by 80p winning. So basically, it's just a mini Pyrex dish. It's not huge. It's not very big. 21 by 13 centimeters. So it's not huge. So, but it's just the right size to make something for one person. So I've seen that a lot of people have been buying like the little ceramic dishes and things from the pound shop and using those. But I wanted a clear one. So I just like this because you can see that everything's cooked through all the way. So what I'm going to do is, I was fancying something hot for my lunch, but I'm also very conscious that like a lot of people who may watch these videos and like, you're not stay-at-home mums like me. Well, I'm not a stay-at-home mum, I've got a job, but like I'm at home at the moment, so it's fine for me to cook in the daytime. But if you're going out to work, I found it difficult to have like low calorie lunches and things when I was at work without having like a sandwich and things like that. So I'm just very conscious of that. So I want to kind of try and show you things that, yeah, okay, you can cook them fresh, but you could make them, you could microwave them at work as well if you're out and about. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my little dish here. Excuse all this other mess on here because I've got things to do for my grandparents, and this is my empty coffee jar. I've just filled up my coffee. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to whack in some sliced mushrooms, a tomato, some spinach, and some wafer thin ham. It's honey roast ham. That's all free on Slimming World, so they're super free foods. there. The ham's not super free, but you can have as much ham as you want because it is a free food. And then also I'm going to put some baked beans in, and I'm going to pop that in the oven. I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to put it in the oven for. I'm thinking, I mean, it just needs to heat through really. There's nothing there that needs cooking to be able to eat it. So I'm thinking I'll warm the oven up. I'll probably put it in for 10 minutes. And then once it's been in and like the mushrooms and stuff are going a little bit softer and whatever, and they look like they're cooking through, I'm going to make a little well in the middle of here, like a little hole in the centre of it. And then I'm going to get an egg and I'm going to crack an egg into it. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven until the egg is cooked through. So it's a bit of a hit and miss. It could go terribly wrong. And I'll put some salt and pepper. I always forget to tell you guys to put salt and pepper on things. Put salt and pepper on everything. Anything that you watch from now on, any recipe, anything I tell you or say, you know, this is a good idea or that's a good idea, it usually involves salt and pepper. So use salt and pepper, okay? So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be lunch. That's going to stick to having a third of each meal with like super free food. So if you don't do Slimming World, that would be like your fresh veggies and fruits and things like that. If you just, every single thing that you have, if you make sure a third or more if you want, but make sure a third is your vegetables and things, then that's going to help you immediately. So even if you're just trying to do things that are low calorie, fill your plate with things like that. So that's going to keep me plan that way. I'm not going to be using up any of my sins, so I'm not going to be having anything that's got high calories in it here. I'm having protein because I'm having my eggs, and that's going to keep me fuller for longer. So that should see me all the way up until dinner, and it's 2 o'clock now, so it's a bit of a late lunch, but it's what it is. So I'll let you know when it's done. So when I was in town, I was thirsty, so I picked up a bottle of Diet Coke, and the reason that I got this, I do like fizzy pop. I used to drink so much fizzy pop, but I don't drink it that much anymore. But I remember when I did Slimming World last time, but it was like 9 years ago, and it was after my second child. And one of the biggest swaps that I made was going from like regular Coke and Pepsi and Tango and things like that, and going to the sugar-free or the diet or the no added sugar versions. So like, is it Coke Zero? Sprite Zero, I think it's called, Pepsi Max you can have. So anything that doesn't have the sugar in it. And that's a huge thing, like a huge step that you can take that gives you like really good results. And it's so simple. Like it's so simple. So I never ever buy any fizzy pop that's not no added sugar or diet or sugar free, because it's just pointless calories. Like it just pointless calories. I don't know why why would I go and buy like regular Coke? And to be fair, I'm so used to it now that if I was at like, you know, if you're like out having dinner or something like that, or you have like a takeaway or whatever, and they serve you cola and you drink it, and if it's not the diet one, you can taste it straight away because it's so sweet, so sweet. So yeah, this is a really easy thing to do, whether you're on Slimming World, whether you're calorie counting, whether you're following some other kind of plan, or whether you're just trying to be a little bit more mindful. This is just one of the swaps you can make. And it's so simple and so easy. And it might take you a week or two to get used to the flavours and the different tastes. But trust me, if you do it, you'll get used to it, and like the weight will just start to fall off really. So just make the swap and just try it out. The other change that I've made in terms of drinks, especially if I'm out and about, which has been particularly relevant actually lately with people doing like Christmas shopping and stuff. You know, if you're out all day and you're at like a retail park or whatever, and you want to go and stop and have a coffee and everything else, one of the things that I've stopped doing is having like the big lattes and things from Costa. So I don't have the milky, frothy drinks now. It's not to say that I can't have them, I could have them, but they're very high calorie, so I'd have to be careful with what else I was having in the day. And so it doesn't really make much sense. It's not really worth it unless it's like an occasional treat. So, but what I've swapped to is a double espresso, and it's in like a tiny weeny little cup, but it's just like a shot of coffee. It tastes really nice, and it'll still take you like a good 10 minutes to drink it if you drink it slowly and enjoy it. And it's just a really beautiful thing to have. Like it tastes amazing. So I've just swapped to that, put 2 sweeteners in it, probably the cheapest thing that you can get at Costa as well, to be fair. Put 2 sweeteners in it, and voila, it's no sins. So you can have as much as you want.
I mean, don't go drinking like 5 or 10 a day, because that is not healthy, most definitely not healthy. So don't do that. But just, you know, if you want it, if you go to Costa every day, for example, and you're trying to think of like what can you have, then just swap to that and have that. And if you go in occasionally, just go ahead and whack out your caramel latte, do you know what I mean? But if you go in regularly, then that's a really good thing that you could do. So just try that out. That's one thing that I've done, and that's definitely helped with my weight loss. Right, it's cooked. So basically all I did, I put it in for about 10-15 minutes, and then I stirred it, made a well in the middle, and then just put an egg into it. So this is what it looks like. I have cooked it a little bit too long now because my egg's not really runny, so, but I didn't keep an eye on it and I was busy. But it was in for like another 10 minutes or something, so perhaps if you just put it in to like finish it off, then it'll be fine. But I mean, okay, it's probably not the most attractive looking thing in the world, but to be fair, to me it looks delicious. And now I'm going to eat it all up. So, right, dinner time. Look a little bit different now. Look, got had a wash. Put my eyebrows back on though. There we go. Right, dinner time. So we just wanted something easy tonight. So we've just basically put some jacket potatoes in the oven. They've been in for over an hour now because they take ages to do. And then we've made up just a basic salad. So it's just lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and then I've put lemon juice over it with some salt and pepper once again. And I've just made it basic because the kids are eating it as well. And I'm going to put some beetroot and stuff like that out. It's just pickled beetroot out of a jar. Wherever it's gone, it's disappeared. I'll find it in a second. So that'll be going out as well. And then I've made tuna mayonnaise, except it's super low calorie. So all it is a tin of tuna, a tin of sweet corn, and low fat or fat-free Greek style yogurt, all mixed in with a tiny bit of lemon juice squeezed in and some salt and pepper again. And I've just mixed that round, so that'll just go on top of the jacket potato. And then, yeah, everybody else will probably have some cheese with it. I'm not fancying that tonight, but that's what we're going to be having for our dinner. So that's everything that I'm going to eat in a day. And I'll see you next time. So don't forget to click like, don't forget to click subscribe down below, and hit the bell button so you get notifications every time a video is uploaded. And I'll see you next time. Bye.